I'm Sonny Duke Okosun. So it's a delight to have you join us on the program Politics Today. Let me welcome Dr. Andrew Omosafe, who is a chieftain of the APC. Dr. Omosafe, thank you for joining us and Happy New Year.
Thanks for having me. Same to you.
Okay.
You know, it's always a delight having to sit beside you.
Thank you.
And have discussions on issues.
Thank you.
So,
okay, now we're here. This local government crisis is taking a frightening dimension. Why does it seem like, you know, the ruling party in the state is forcefully taking over local government administration with what you have seen in the last couple of days? If the party is saying, or if the government is saying that it has not dissolved the councils chairman and the vice chairman, they've only been suspended. Why are we seeing this mobilization of thugs in councils, taking over government, as it were?
Okay, let me correct an impression here.
Okay.
It is not the ruling party trying to take over local government administration. In fact, if for anything, we know Monday Okpebholo to be a man of principle and due process. And so he's not interested in his party taking over local government administration. No. What you are seeing in the local governments currently, you know, is a testament to the division in the PDP. Don't forget that PDP is seriously factionalized. There's a sandwich between two factions. The one led by, what do you call them now? Is it the Integrity Group? No, not Integrity. Legacy PDP, all right, led by Chief Dan Obi, and the other group led by the, SY governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki. And so the crisis in the PDP is what you are seeing, playing out in all of the organs of the party, even down to the local government and to the world level. Now, don't forget that when Monday Okpebholo assumed office, he wasn't even thinking of local government at all. It was the former chairman of Oriomo local government, Newman Ugiagbe, who was also, as at that time, the chairman of Argon, that went to court to get a restraining order, even when Monday Okpebholo had not been sworn in as governor. Don't forget, at the time he went to court, Monday Okpebholo was governor-elect. And so, the fear, that palpable fear, arising from their failure, to deliver the dividends of democracy to the doorsteps of the common man. They knew that this government will come with a new vista of hope, all right? And it will come with a different mindset, in developing Edo. And so they were afraid that they will be called to account for all that they have been doing. Let me go back to the question you asked, which has to do with whether APC is trying to forcefully take over. No. What you are seeing now is PDP fighting PDP. I asked my friend a question just before we entered the studio just now. Who are these councillors? Are they members of APC? No. All of these councillors you are seeing now are members of PDP. The House of Assembly that suspended them. Don't forget, it's not the governor that suspended the local government chairman. It was the House of Assembly who were basically carrying out their constitutional duty. I, for one, would have been the first to criticize the House of Assembly if I am not aware of the fact that the House of Assembly have oversight powers over the local government, as enshrined in Section 7 of the Constitution. And the House of Assembly basically looked at all the things. Of course, the governor actually wrote a petition to the House of Assembly when he called them to ask them to account for all the monies they've gotten, from the federation account. Like I told your colleague Wilson the other day, I said, I am yet to see the developments that these former local government chairmen have attracted to their different councils. At best, what I have seen is the fact that this local government chairman became nothing but one-bed chairman. I know you will ask me what that means.
Okay, now let's go straight this part of the conversation. So you're saying in effect that this impeachment galore that we have seen in the council chairman has nothing to do with your party. And
of course. These are PDP councillors. They are not APC councillors. They are members of the PDP. If the House of Assembly, dominated by the PDP, led by a PDP speaker, for me, this is democracy at its best, where party men will look at fellow party men in the eyes and tell them the truth. You are not working for the people. So step aside. These are members of the same political party. The same with the councillors. Are they members of APC? Okay, you just said they defected, some defected. They just defected. These are members of the PDP. And it's a testament to the fact that the PDP is divided, seriously divided.
Okay.
And it's no longer attractive to many of its members anymore.
Okay. Now, let's take for granted this is the way it is like you presented it. How come the government hasn't made any statement, especially with the crisis that we have seen, the violence that we have seen in some of these councils, in Ikbobaha, in Uhunde, with thugs going to councils.
These are PDP talks. These are PDP talks.
But the governor is the #1 security man.
That
we haven't heard anything from him or the government of the
Are you telling me?
condemning, just a moment,
okay,
condemning this act. So which means those who are saying that the government of the day is supporting what is going on or is funding and influencing what is going on, they could be right.
Should I answer you now?
Yes.
The government of the day has no hand in whatever is going on here. I must tell you the truth. The talks you are saying are PDP talks. Because like I said, they are PDP fighting PDP. It has nothing to do with the governor. It has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with APC. This is PDP purely, it's purely an intra-party affair where you have the PDP fighting the PDP. And as for the governor, issuing statements, have you forgotten that the former Argon chairman actually procured a restraining order against the governor? That order was asking the governor to stay away from local government affairs. All right? Oh, you expect the governor to go and dabble into local government when there's a restraining order? No, now. What the governor is doing now is just staying calm and watch things unfold. They are fighting themselves. The councillors are not happy with the chairman. The chairmen are not happy with themselves either. Because as we speak, let me also tell you this now, that you begin to find local government chairmen who will defect, even some of them that are suspended, that will begin to defect now, because some of them, even before now, we're not happy with the status quo in their party. So it is not about whether the governor, wants to, yes, the governor is a man of peace. Edo State is peaceful. Nobody is killing anybody, as you see, as we saw under PDP, where you had court clashes and everything. No. Since Okpebolo became governor of Edo State, you have seen peace, like peace like the graveyard in Edo State. And so right now, it is PDP fighting PDP, and the governor is not bothered about their fight.
So what do you say about people saying that the return of APC has midwifed the return of thuggery and acts of violence like we have seen in the last couple of days?
Was it the PDP government that sent people? Was it the APC government that sent thugs to go and kill the policeman at the airport? Oh, have you forgotten that episode? We will never forget, because the then oddly to the governor was killed in the airport road saga. Was it the APC government that did that? Was it under the APC government that you saw court clashes, court killings everywhere in Edo State? Have you forgotten how Edo State was almost descending into a state of autonomy? What I mean by autonomy, for the sake of the viewer, is a lawlessness. Was it under the APC government? Since APC government came on board, have you seen multiple taxation? All those Agbero that you see on the streets with keypad, iPad, have you seen them? They are not there. Bus drivers are having a free day, a free ride. Nobody is disturbing them. Before now, doctor, if you are driving your Toyota Yaris, that small Toyota Yaris, you will not have peace in this Benin. Because some will stop you at main gate, some will stop you at Solu Market, they will stop you, they will embarrass you. Because as you are, of course, you are in the middle class. So a middle class person will ordinarily want to go for cars that will aid him to, save some money, right? And Toyota Yaris is a car that will, that don't consume fuel like that. So middle class people actually go for that. But once you are driving that, you see the thugs, Obaseki thugs coming out to harass people. And they say because you are doing carb or you are doing transportation.
This whole scenario about the status of local government councils, particularly the action taken by the State House of Assembly, has been heavily criticized and even condemned by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, saying it's a negation of the Supreme Court judgment on the status of local government.
Okay, the Attorney General did not expressly condemn. If you have the clip, you can play it. He did not expressly condemn the suspension of the local government. All right? What the Attorney General was basically saying there was that, yes, though the Constitution, let me even say this before I continue with that thought. The Supreme Court judgment actually granted local government financial autonomy. It did not grant a political autonomy. I asked your colleague the other time, as a journalist, your camera lenses are everywhere. Was there any time you ever covered, a sitting of the National Assembly where Section 7 of the Constitution was repealed or amended? As we speak today, it is Section 7 of the Constitution that prescribes the local government, how a local government should be administered. Okay. And in that Section 7, it is clearly stated there that the State Houses of Assembly have power of oversight over the local government. Okay. So if the local government granted, the local government chairman, by virtue of the Supreme Court judgment, can draw their finances directly from a federation account, but they still have to revert back to the House of Assembly, who will make laws for the spendings of those finances that they draw from the federation account,
in your opinion,
as enshrined in Section 7 of the Constitution.
As you conclude, and so we can have the next segment, what are your thoughts on how this issue of the local government crisis in Edo State will come to an end?
Well, it is clear. You cannot operate as a local government chairman in Edo State and act with impunity, believing that you are superior to the governor or you are superior to the House of Assembly. Whether you like it or not, the Constitution guarantees the House of Assembly the power to oversight on the local government. Even part of that Constitution also gives the governors some measure of, powers over the local government, because the governors are supposed to also monitor the activities of the local government. And so if the governor calls you and say, come, let us see your bank statements. Let us also, at least, let us follow your activities. Let us see what you are doing for the people. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. Okay, that's been a major talking point. But did you actually see the letter written by the governor requesting from the council chairman for their finances? I saw it on ITV. I watched it on ITV. Okay. I watched it on ITV News when the deputy governor met with the former chairman of the 18 local government and requesting for their bank statements. What was wrong in that? If there are no skeletons,
so was there a time frame for that demand to
48
be made?
hours.
48 hours.
As you are here now.
48 hours.
Doctor, as you are seated here. As you are seated there. Let me, I know you would.
48 hours to report on your activities as a government.
Present bank statement. As you are seated here now as an individual.
Yes.
What do you need to get your bank statement?
Okay.
Your phone.
Okay.
I can, through my phone, apply to my bank, and I'll get my bank statement almost instantly.
Okay. Dr. Mosavi, let me thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
The views and the thoughts that you have shared.
Thanks for having me.
It's still Politics Today.